Hey guys! Welcome back to Cheap Lazy Naturals. Today we're going to be speaking about some hairstyles, some natural hairstyles that have gotten a pretty bad rap for no reason. In my opinion, others might disagree. Okay, cool. So to start off, maybe we're just going to speak about some of the hairstyles that we wouldn't necessarily wear out of the house. Because, I mean, we don't label them ugly, we're just like, kind of hairstyles.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jojo, what are some of the hairstyles that you would not be caught walking even to the shops with?
I feel like hairstyles or things that I use when I'm washing my hair. So for me, bantu knots have always been that.
So they're part of wash day?
Yeah, they're part of wash day. So it's like those things stay in the bathroom while they're out here in the streets.
So what are those hairstyles that you use in wash day?
So it could be bantu knots or like just big chunky twists, like 6 chunky twists. If it's like a big, like if they parted in big sections, like just 6, 4, 2, unless it's 2 buns or something like that. And for me, it just feels a bit strange because it's kind of like, did you just step out of wash day? Did you?
Yes, that's what it means. So yes, okay, so yes, I hear you. My question is, why have we never seen you in, let's say, 8 or more bantu knots? So would you actually wear bantu knots out?
That's a very good question.
You've never thought about it, I guess.
I feel I always want hairstyles that, how do I say it, that distract from my face. Not really distract, but just not necessarily even volume, but I like buns. I like my buns to be up here. I don't really like buns at the bottom because then it just brings out like just all the focus is on my face, right? So I like my hair to be the
But
center.
you have a beautiful face, so
Thank you. Tear. But I don't know, that's just me. It's just something weird. But I feel like I just haven't done bantu knots because I'm lazy and all that parting.
Does it take, I don't think it takes that much, does it?
I've never done like small bantu knots.
Let's say 8
I've
or
done,
like 10.
yeah, I mean actually my mom, when she used to do my hair, she used to do small bantu knots, but then she'd do like a bantu knot out.
Out, yeah. Okay, fair enough. So, does any one of you guys want to see Jojo in bantu knots?
Sorry, what
Yeah,
did you say
that's what we are. We're like trying to prove that there are hairstyles that are not, that are so beautiful to wear.
Yeah.
I wear bantu knots.
I mean, I like to see it on people, but I'm just like, you know, I feel like bantu knots is a certain hairstyle. You know, there's certain hairstyles that you, when you have it, you feel like you need to have a beat face.
And hoop earrings.
Girl, you know, like, things need to be there, like, and I'm usually not beat, so...
But that's, you see, this is what this video is about. We're trying to break that stereotype.
That is
because
true.
what the makeup and like the excessive jewelry is, they like compensate, meaning like we have already put the hairstyle in that category.
That's true. That's sad, bro. That's sad.
The poor hairstyles.
What did they do to us?
Exactly. So some of the common ones are like your braids. I had some braids.
Like Felicia braids.
Yeah, so if you're planning to do an out, a braid out, a bantu knot out, a twist out, and then you just don't unknot it. So like that part. Cause like, for example, you struggle with your hair taking forever to dry.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you did twists and you wore them for a week, that's a hairstyle, and the next week you do a twist out. Wouldn't that make your life better?
Sometimes I do that. If I think about it before and I know, okay, this is gonna take forever to dry, then I try to make my sections as neat as possible and like I plan it. Okay, so I actually make my twists, or usually I do flat twists, so it's not like just normal twist. So then I'll actually make my flat twists like go down all in the same direction, so it looks like there was a purpose to this hairstyle.
Okay, yeah.
It was planned, like this is what I wanted you to see, like that sort of vibe. So I'm okay with that, but there are times where I didn't think that I was gonna leave the house with that hairstyle, and I'm just like, you know, whatever, let me just tie this in a bun. And I think the first time I did that, I was kind of self-conscious. And I was like, ugh, people looking at my lines at the back, like, oh, this isn't parted nicely. And I think the second time, I remember actually a few months ago I did that also, where I completely went out unplanned. And my one friend was like, yo, your hair looks really nice, a whole guy. And I was like, wow, okay. And I'm like,
it's like it messes with your whole like.
And then like I went to Pick and Pay Express, and then the lady by the cashier was also like, your hair looks really nice. And I'm like, what? Stop it! So I mean, yeah, I think we overthinking it. Really, it's not that deep.
Because like the amount of time it takes to do wash day, it's not always, you know, feasible, or like it doesn't always work out that you can like finish everything and then leave the house. So I'm like, we need to just begin to normalize some of these hairstyles, so it's okay.
Yeah. On that note, even like nowadays, I don't feel as self-conscious to leave the house with like product on my hair. Like sometimes if I have a wash and go and there's still like a lot of visible product, then I'm kind of like, you know,
people know it's a wash and go.
I had to put product on my hair. Like, what do you think this is? I'm just like, you know, whatever, people are gonna see. My hair's moisturized at the end of the day, like it's not breaking.
Yeah, so for me, I'm kind of like a recovering. So I've already like
recovering.
Yeah, because I had a lot of hairstyles like that I couldn't. That I felt that, yeah. So I think like since last year, I was like, no, this is nonsense. So for example, twists, mini twists. At some point I was like, I'm waiting for my hair to be long so that like when I have mini twists, they're like about here and I can make a bun. But the mini twists for me are like the best protective hairstyle, and I'm just like, you can like do a whole wash day in mini twist.
Yeah, that's true.
You can moisturize your hair 100% with mini twist, not like when you're in box braids or whatever. So and then I just challenged myself to do it, even like band 2 knots, even though my lines are wet because I did them myself in the back.
So I feel like growing up in, I almost said Australia. Growing up in South Africa, I felt like I attracted a lot of attention with my hair. I specifically remember going to like Checkers out of all places, and like all the aunties, they're just like eyeing me and like looking at my hair and like, is it really your hair? Like, and I just hated that. Like I just hated that sort of attention. I really don't know why. I mean, I guess I was like a preteen, teenager, and I was just being weird. But those habits kind of still, I mean, I'm getting better at it, but some of them kind of still stuck with me. So I was definitely self-conscious of wearing like my hair in like a big state. Like I was just like, I can't do that. I really can't.
But what is the hairstyle exactly?
The one time there was this one party at my school. I mean, not at my school, but one of my friends at school was having a party, and most of the people in my school were white. So, not that I ever like compared myself with the white people, but you know, when you...
Side note.
I think when you constantly in a certain environment, you kind of get used, you kind of feel like what you see is the norm.
Yeah.
So when you see yourself and you realize that you're kind of different to what's out there, then you kind of think, whoa, where's that silky smooth ponytail? Like, but I never felt like, I didn't feel it was too deep. Like I never compared myself too much to everyone else there and was like, oh my goodness, I need straight hair. Like it was never that deep. I think also because school, like by school you always had to wear your hair up. So I always wore it like in a bun or whatever. So
that is concerning in itself, but okay.
So yeah. So anyway, so I remember someone invited me to this party, and I think the theme was kind of old, like disco or something. It was something funky. And my mom, like, yo,
Fro is coming out.
my number one supporter, she was like, we need to comb out that hair and put that in the fro. And I was like she was my hairstylist at the time. Like she did my hair. So she like combed out my hair and it was like in a nice fro like this.
Wow. Next level.
And like I was so self-conscious, like so self-conscious. But like I arrived there and everyone was like, wow, your hair looks so cool, like you need to do this more often. And I think because no one, I mean, I would always hide my hair from everyone. So they would never really see my hair and they were like, what? Your hair is like so cool. And even though like I received the compliments and I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, but I was still kind of like, will I do this again? Yeah, and then the other hairstyle that I used to hate doing also, I mean, I loved it, how it looked on me, but I hated
the attention.
I hated the attention, and I remember I only would wear those hairstyles when I would actually go overseas.
Wow. But otherwise,
so I know when I was back, because the hairstyle was quite popular in Angola, like back in Angola. Yo, guys, we had some...
Angolans do the most. I mean, those beads. They would put like 4 beads.
Yeah, 4 beads.
On one strand of hair.
It like helps,
one strand.
it helps keep, like it helps
to weigh
it down,
oh,
yeah.
hectic.
And then you can also like make it flow and stuff. But here, I also did the hairstyles with the beads, like my mom was doing everything. So the hairstyle that we would do was, it was like little pom-poms. It was like kind of, it's like you grab a strand of hair, right? And then you like tie an elastic. Yeah, sorry.
I was just a strand earlier. I'm like, what are these strands that are so strong?
Anyway, I'll send a picture here if I can find one. But you basically grab like a section of hair and then you tie an elastic at the root, then you leave a little space and you tie an elastic, leave a little space, tie an elastic, and you basically get those like,
so it's everywhere bubbles, in your hair.
Everywhere in your hair, like small ones, and like it just becomes very voluminous because your hair is like inclined to like puff up, and it looks beautiful, looks amazing. Like
I think I saw a video on YouTube recently of that, of like
small one.
Yeah,
I've seen it a lot on children lately.
I've also seen the two buns.
Yeah, the two ones.
And they're just like, they're very cool actually.
Yeah. So my mom used to do that one because that was her favorite. She's like, oh my goodness, this is where you can see the beauty of your hair.
Also gets a really bad rap is cornrows. Because everybody's just like, oh, but those are like the things I had when I was in primary school. Sis, did they not work for you then? And then you had long hair. Everyone's childhood is just like flourish, and then later it's like, is it going backwards? Anyway, that was good.
Are you fine with wearing cornrows? Have I seen you in cornrows now? Are you just
You've seen me in like forever. Half cornrow, half this. Yeah, because I'm always trying to do the
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you had those really nice ones where it was like small cornrows.
I've done like side here and then
twist.
Yeah. Yeah. So but some people won't even, you know, like when you do cornrows but with added hair, people won't even do that because they're like forehead.
I mean, I guess in the last few years, like cornrows have been very glamorized lately, especially by.
Wow! The others. I was never ready, guys. This is not part of the script.
Anyway, no. I mean, lately cornrows have been glamorized by the fashion industry, so I think it's more acceptable. And it's, I mean, it's so sad that we only accepting cornrows after we see like the fashion industry appreciated. But so I think nowadays we're a bit more chilled, especially like 2 cornrows, and I see people doing 4, and like, you know, like I always see on my Facebook or on my timeline a lot of creative cornrows, like intricate like cornrow ideas. I'm like, who's gonna do these?
Even though Alicia Keys was here doing this the whole time.
The whole time, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the times it's very much internalized, like anxiety or fears about how things look, because like those times when we have taken the risks, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback. So maybe we just need to cut ourselves some slack, venture out. If it means, you know, you beat your face, you put in the extra accessories, maybe those little gold things, just for you to like, you know, to help yourself as you ease into like new territory. Because your hair is your hair, it's lovely, and it's an expression of like who you are. It's like an expression of how you're feeling that day or whatever. So I think we need to cut ourselves some slack and venture out, challenge ourselves a little bit. Yeah,
I guess we need to be a bit more nice to ourselves. We like apply too much pressure on ourselves.
Did you see that video? We saw this picture on Instagram where somebody's standing in front of the mirror and like their mirror selves comes outside and like hugs them. That's what we need.
That's what we need to do, guys.
And hug your people in your life.
Appreciate your hair. Just, I mean.
Okay, cool, guys. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this. Okay, so guys, today Jojo is like showing us a hairstyle that she wouldn't normally wear. Ow.
Like, she literally had to convince me to come here.
Isn't this so Game of Thrones? Oh my gosh, like, can she just get a role in Game of Thrones?
Do they accept black people?
Wow! Come here, slave.
What? To slave? I'm not trying to be a slave.
So maybe we'll insert pictures of your hair as well towards the end.
Yeah, I mean,
because the back is so beautiful. You guys should see this. But we'll also post photos on our Instagram. There's like a lot of zigzaggy, crisscross business happening. I think it looks gorgeous. She's gonna take this down now.
I'm okay with it. I'm just not like, oh my goodness, this is my go-to hairstyle.
I'm definitely like that. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let us know what hairstyles you're gonna possibly try. Might try.
Branch out.
Branch out. But what are your branch out hairstyles? Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so that YouTube knows that you like these videos, and then they'll suggest more. Share this video with your friends. Let us know. Post, tag us in like hairstyles when you branch out. Check us when you branch out hairstyles.
Yeah, definitely. Also follow us on our other social media accounts if you're not doing so. We are on Twitter and Instagram, and we're also on Facebook. And yeah, so go and like our pictures, comment whatever you want to comment, ask us questions. We are always down to answer you guys' questions.
Adios!
Bye!